so welcome back to you.
Thanks for inviting me back, Paul.
It's early, so we have coffee for you.
Coffee's good, yeah. I'm glad you're understanding. I need things like coffee.
Today, because I've been driving around in this Focus RS, and everybody's been talking about it. We're, again, a little bit late to the party, but everyone's been talking about it. It's been a bit of fun, but I want to get a pro's opinion on what the car's like.
I know, and the funny thing is I haven't driven it. See, in case you haven't noticed, I haven't been on telly for a while. Fifth gear, I don't know what they're doing.
Hence why you're here.
So I've missed out on driving a lot of these cars, and the Focus RS made such a big story when it arrived, so I've been very keen to get my hands on one, so finally today's my day.
But I've got a confession to make. The car that I'm in is a Ferrari.
Oh, for goodness sake. Look, I know I haven't driven the Focus, and I'm quite keen to, but not if you're going to be in a Ferrari. Oh, it's not a flipping Ferrari.
It's a Ferrari! Look at the badge! It's a Ferrari!
It's a Fiat!
Look! Ferrari! Come!
Look! No, look at my Ford now.
Okay, it's a
Because yours isn't a Ferrari, but mine is a Ford, right?
Okay. What do you think?
We waited so long, didn't we, for the Focus Cosworth that never came. And finally we got a four-wheel drive Ford.
The first four-wheel drive Focus, I believe. What do you think of the colour? Do you like the colour?
It's a bit French blue to me. My Ford blue is a darker. It's good.
It's actually metallic. You can't see it in this light, but it's actually a metallic. I like it.
I'm feeling a bit French.
Come back over here.
Your Ferrari should be red.
Here. It's Modena yellow. So we're Ferrari made. Look, it's got carbon fibre.
Actually, I hate yellow Ferraris.
But
the only cars that should be yellow are small cars. So this actually, for me, is the perfect yellow car.
It looks a bit of a mismatch, and it is a bit of a mismatch, particularly on paper, other than the price. They're the same price.
Oh, you're joking.
I'm not. Give or take.
Your little bubble cars are the same price as my rally car.
This little bubble car is a lot of fun, and it's a bit of a wolf in sheep's clothing as well. I'm not going to let you drive it. I'm going to let you listen to it and see a bit of the performance. Let's go and have a little drive. So this little 695 Abarth, the Ferrari Tributo, I'm not even going to try and pronounce the Italian because I'll get slated because my Italian is so bad. It's not particularly fast, it handles okay, front wheel drive, you get loads of torque steer, it's got plenty of power there going through the front wheels, but it is just a fun car. It's like an angry little Italian really, it's shouty and screamy and makes a lot of noise. How does this sound, Tiff?
What, your pretend Ferrari?
Not a pretend Ferrari, it's a tribute to Ferrari. You got to admit, this sounds better than yours.
Yeah, for about 5 minutes. Give it 5 hours and I might be a bit tired of it. So finally I'm in the Focus RS, which got a lot of praise when it came up. People complained about the driving seat was a bit too high, but I'm actually sitting in these optional Recaros, which apparently cost an extra grand, sports seats, and I'm sitting very comfortably. Otherwise, not much to excite me in the cockpit, really. It's a bit of a pop when you lift off. Pop, 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 pop. A bit of popping, that always excites me. This car's about £36,000 with a few optional extras, what, £33,000 the base cost. You're not far short of being able to get a BMW, what's it, 140i M now, which would drift without using this drift button, which is of course one of the big stories of this car. I'm not sure it's a good idea to encourage people to suddenly go drifting on the roads, but I'm going to go to a little car park and try the drift mode to see exactly what it does do.
Well, this is going to be interesting. We found a car park and Tiff's going to try out drift mode.
So I'm just an average driver. I put in drift mode. So now, apparently I'm a drifter. Well, that's just sort of understeering with style.
Not very impressed.
Look. I'm just developing the button.
You want me to do it? You want me to do it?
Just just hold your comments for a bit longer, will you? Is there no patience, these people? I bet that woke him up.
That's better. That's more like it.
I nearly clobbered your front nose.
So drift mode isn't quite what it says on the tin.
It's not, because the front wheel drive still comes into operation. It's not all rear.
It was fun to watch though.
See you down the pub.
Okay. Oh, that was a lot of fun watching Tiff drift in the RS, or trying to drift the RS. That drift mode doesn't seem to be all it's cracked up to be, but it's definitely looked like a lot of fun.
So despite all the hype, I have to say, it's not quite exciting enough, this Focus RS sitting inside. And the RS has got such a name. I won my very first rally in the RS 2000, the first front-wheel drive Escort RS 2000 championship. So that was happy memories.
Take my word for it, do not try and do long distances with these seats, because I drove it back about 120 miles the other day. My fillings have gone. It was shaken out of me. My back was absolutely killing me. It's definitely not designed for nice GT cruising, that's for sure. And I don't really know what it's designed for, other than to say, guys, look, I'm a fun car. And we shouldn't really deflect from the fact that some cars are just all about putting a smile on your face, and this car definitely does that.
Wonderful history, the RS, Rally Sport Fords. And it's a great tradition. They're still going now. Won the World Rally Championship with their Fiestas, both the manufacturers and the drivers, Sebastian Ogier. Always a big fan of Ford, the Blue Oval. They might not have all the flashy interiors, but they've got a heart and a soul, and that's what I love.
What is going on here?
Well, it was trying to drift.
The Tiff fan club, there we go.
I tried to drive it normally, and it just understeered and understeered. So then I went for the professional sort of flicking and aggression, got it sideways. But then once it's fully sideways and fully lit, I can't hold it in a drift because I'm not in control anymore, because suddenly the power goes back to the front wheels a bit, and that's when I started tightening the circle and coming towards you.
You came very close as well at one stage. I'm glad I've got a short bonnet.
You scratch your pretend Ferrari.
Are you going to be ordering one of these anytime soon?
No.
No.
It doesn't excite me enough in everyday driving. That's what I was disappointed by.
Just seemed to lack a little bit.
Yeah, a little extra pizzazz. But I always love Fords. I mean, there's such a good handle. They'll handle well, and they've got a basic feel to them.
Don't get me wrong, I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed driving it. We had a lot of fun in it, but I just felt like it just lacked a tiny bit of something. But
Well, it's great to have a four-wheel drive Ford again.
So you're going to say arrivederci to my little 695?
It suits you perfectly, to be honest, Paul. Both are really fun cars. Each has its own place, and yeah, good fun day out.
I think you're right, fun. That's what it's all about. Put a smile on your face. And speaking of which, you got time for a swift one? All right, let's do it.
The rise of the hot hatch has made performance cars much more accessible than ever. And as much fun as it was, and as big a smile it put on our faces, the Abarth really didn't do it for either of us. Probably because it's unlikely it just ever fit into either of our lifestyles. But the Ford was different. If you had a modest budget and you wanted something really exciting that you can do your weekly shopping or ferry a family around, yet still embarrass many dedicated sports cars, we could think of far worse cars to have than the Focus RS.